Hello, my name is Farina Thompson, and I have five wonderful and adorable grandsons that I love very much. Well, I am coming to you live from my home. This, what I'm about to say, is very important. It's very painful and emotional. On March 2nd, 2006, my grandsons was taken into Oklahoma foster care. And like any loving grandmother, I came forward to stand up, to go before the judge, and to do the responsible thing as a grandparent. Okay, I love my grandchildren, and I am disappointed in the Oklahoma foster care system and the Oklahoma family court system. Here it is, 2012. My grandsons has been in the Oklahoma system for 6 years and 2 months, nearly 3 months, 6 years and 3 months. This here that's taken place in the system, children should be with their family. Children shouldn't be adopted out and alienated in foster care from their parents, grandparents. I have traveled from Reno, Nevada to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And I was there for 3.5 years. Now I had to make a second move from the Midwest to the West Coast. What Oklahoma has done to my grandsons and our family, it can't be replaced. They stolen 6 years from us. My grandsons, they mean the world to me. And the Judge Richard W. Kirby, and the Oklahoma foster care system, they have done us, this family, an injustice. This is not right. My grandsons, they are loved, wanted, and missed. They have a home. Now, everyone has their own opinions. Everyone, can assume whatever. I am just a grandmother that can't let go of her grandchildren. And I have been fighting for my grandsons. Each and every day that I wake up and my grandchildren are not home with me, it's a challenge. It's painful. It's emotional. Oklahoma has denied me everything straight across the board. They have denied my request to be a foster parent. DHS from headquarters has called the agency that I was attending, to become a foster parent for my grandchildren. They said they couldn't license my home. Well, why can't they license my home? This is what I don't understand. I'm not a felon. I've never been to prison. I'm a veteran of the United States Army. Okay. I'm not on any public assistance. I get enough income to take care of my grandchildren. I don't need one red cent. My grandchildren, I carry them in my heart each and every day. But it's very painful for when I am doing everything that I can, and from the judge, and mind you, this is the Associate District Judge of Oklahoma County in Oklahoma City in the state of Oklahoma. It doesn't make any sense for my grandchildren to be alienated, shuffled around, going from foster placement to foster placement. And nor does it make any sense for my grandchildren to be going from group home to group home. I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage home. I have more than enough room for my grandchildren. I have the finances to take care of them. I have complained. I've complained about the judge. Nothing came of that. He's on the board. Okay. I've complained about the DHS. Nothing came about that. I continuously write letters to the DHS staff, their director, the DHS commissioners. I've wrote to the governor, which is the current governor, is Mary Fallon. I've written to her several times. Also, her predecessor, Governor Brad Henry. Now, I don't understand this. I don't understand this here process. You know, children that get taken and put into foster care, as long as they have loved ones and family members that want the children, why are my grandchildren still being in the system? It's over 6 years. That's heartbreaking. My grandsons don't deserve this. Their case has been handled unprofessionally. It has not been processed adequately, efficiently. This case has been dragged out. My grandchildren, they're not allowed to contact me. I write them. I give them the phone number. I tell them, you know, call grandma. I love you. But the letters, they are channeled. They're viewed several times before my grandchildren even get the letters. And quite frankly, I don't even know if my grandchildren are receiving the letters at all. But with hope, prayer, and faith, I continue to write letters to my grandsons. It's not right the way I've been treated. All I want is for my grandchildren to be home with me. I did the right thing. I went forth. I stood up. I'm their grandmother. I love them. I mean, I went to court. And the judge, the DA Jane Brown, the children's attorney Ryan Hauser, the DHS, the main person was Tara Bone, which she was the beginning caseworker from back in 2006. It's not right. DHS and the judge and those that are involved in my grandchildren's case in the state of Oklahoma. They deliberately dragged this case out, alienated my grandchildren from me. We have no visitation. They are doing everything they can to keep my grandchildren from me. And they have done so much. It's so overwhelming, you know, and I want everybody to know what's taking place and what's going on in the Midwest. The state of Oklahoma, Oklahoma Family Court, and the Oklahoma DHS system, they have truly done an injustice here. I have been writing letters to everyone that I can think of. Everyone that has some type of affiliation, or someone that knows the proper procedures and channels that needs to be taken. Because this case here should have been concluded long time ago. It should have came to an end. This is not right. March 2nd, 2006, and here it is now, May 21st, 2012. My grandsons has been going from placement to placement. My grandchildren haven't heard from me, and I haven't seen my grandson since February 16th of 2010. I have went through so much. And my grandchildren, I wonder how they're doing, where they at. You know, this is very hard. I love my grandchildren. And I'm their grandmother. I'm supposed to do what I've done. I came forward. I accept the children. And I want to raise my grandchildren. My grandchildren doesn't deserve to be adopted out. Since I have left Oklahoma, I requested an ICPC to be, so my grandchildren be transferred to California. Well, I called back there, and the supervisor of the caseworker instructed me that the judge had sanctioned me. I mean, come on now, get real. I'm these children's biological and maternal grandmother. And I want every last one of my grandchildren. These people and this judge, I'm upset. I'm very upset, very heartbreaking. I mean, this is it's really emotional. And I just keep thinking of my grandchildren, you know. I'm so attached to my grandchildren. I will not let my grandchildren go. This is wrong. With every ounce of blood that's flowing through my body, through my veins, I cannot stop fighting for my grandchildren. You know, a lot of people say, well, don't write the president. You're not going to get no response. You know, well, I've wrote to the president several times. I got one response from the first lady, but she was telling me that it was out of her hands. Okay. I've written and filed complaints for the civil rights of the Oklahoma DHS. I've done everything. I've wrote to Washington, D.C. about Department of Health and Human Services. I don't understand this. I mean, I have tons and tons of mail, you know, but nothing has taken place. I would love to have a positive result. I want to be able to hug my grandchildren. I want to be in their life. These days, we can't get back. It's already been 6 years. We can't get back. Can't get that back. It's totally devastating. My grandchildren, they are my life. They are my heart. They are my whole world. My daughter has 6 sons. She has 6 sons. And she is no longer in the picture. She relinquished her parental rights on September the 15th of 2009. It literally broke my heart. I was in court, but I had no clue that she was going to sign her rights away. She did that behind closed doors with a couple other people. No one can imagine the pain that I'm feeling. My life has changed drastically because of this. Family means everything to me. My grandchildren, whom I love and adore so much, I pray for them each and every day, every night. I pray for myself, my family. I love my grandchildren. And what they have been through in these past 6 years is horrible, truly devastating. What Oklahoma has done to us, I don't wish that on no one. I'm not able to hear my grandson's voice. I'm not able to see their smile. I'm not able to pick them up from school or take them to school. I'm not able to go shopping with them. I'm not able to hear them come through the door and say, Grandma, we're home. I can't get their hugs. I can't give them no hugs. I can't see them growing up. 6 years is a long time. It seemed like eternity. Any grandparent that loves their children and their grandchildren the way I do, even then, you still can't touch or have a clue to how I'm feeling right now. Oklahoma, they really did an injustice. They really have. I've wrote letters to the NAACP, the local chapter in Oklahoma. I've sent letters to the Rainbow Coalition. I've wrote letters to the ACLU. I've wrote letters to Children's Rights Organization, attorneys. I don't know who I haven't wrote to get some help to get my grandchildren home. I can tell you the latest before I left Oklahoma. They did try to put me in jail. They tried to slap me with the contempt of court because I was exposing them. And it's like, hey, what do these people think? Honestly, We're all human beings. We all shed the same color blood. We don't shed no pink blood. We don't shed no brown blood. We are human beings. And for these people to have their positions and to treat others like nothing, and yet they take your children and your grandchildren, they get Title IV funding, they adopt your children out and your grandchildren. I mean, what is wrong? Our country is totally screwed up. Our children, our grandchildren, they love us. They're counting on us. You have to be strong to stand up and go against these people. It's not easy. It's not easy. Not easy by a long shot. But my grandchildren, I can't stop fighting for them. I won't stop fighting for them. I'm their grandmother. These are just children. They were babies. And for the last 6 years, they've grown up in the system, bounced around, and alienated from their family. This is wrong. Anyone in their right mind know this is wrong. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of you that's like, well, how did your grandchildren get in there? Okay, I understand and can imagine how you guys maybe could just throw out a bunch of questions. Well, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But what I'm doing because of the love in my heart that I have for my grandchildren and my family. And I'm standing up like I'm supposed to. I came forward because I am that grandmother. I will not, and I refuse, I will not turn my back on my grandchildren. The state of Oklahoma has my grandsons, and I voiced my opinion in court. I read from a letter to the judge, expressed my concerns and my affection for my grandchildren, and that I want my grandchildren home with me. Now, they didn't like me standing up, and they had something against the West Coast. I just cannot sit down and don't say anything. You know, my grandchildren, when they get 18, they're going to ask me, Grandma, did you fight for us? What happened? I could honestly say, my grandchild, you boys, I have fought. I have proof with all the letters and all the mails and all the research I've done. My grandsons, I love them very much. But what Oklahoma did, it's a shame before God. It is a shame. Because the people that's in offices, these judges, these family court judges, these Oklahoma caseworkers, some of these people don't even have a clue. But you would think if you have an ounce of love in your heart and a respect for humankind and for family and foundation, you would think no matter what your color is, no matter what the color of the children are, or no matter what you dislike about the adult that's fighting for their loved one, no matter what, you're supposed to do what's right. And you know, since I've been going through this here, these people don't have a clue. And they're in jobs that they shouldn't be holding a position in. My grandchildren. Melvin is 15. He'll be 16 in December. Michael, he is 13. Mizell, he is 12. Tariq, he is 11. And the youngest one in his foster care system is my grandson, Eric. He is 8. These boys shouldn't be in foster care. They talk about they want to reunite the children with their family as soon as possible. If that's the case, my grandchildren should have been home. And I wouldn't be on here delivering this video to the world. I want justice. I want justice to be done. I'm not going to stop. It takes time, but I'm not going to stop. I know I qualify to take care of my grandchildren. I have a big enough home. I have enough income. It doesn't make any sense. I have enough love for my grandchildren. I just want to hug them. I want to take all this pain away. This is not right. This is not right. They have kept my grandsons in the Oklahoma foster care system for this length of time. This is wrong. The judge has a personal vendetta against me. DHS the same. That DA, Jane Brown. I mean, anyone in their right mind would come forth and get their grandchildren. Okay? This is ridiculous. I just don't understand this here. This is so painful. This is so very painful. You know, before I moved to Oklahoma, I was taking unreserved plane trips to Oklahoma City. And as you know, plane tickets isn't cheap, especially if you just go on the spur of the moment. Okay? Then after that, I've driven my own personal vehicle down there several times. After that, I say, what the heck? I just need to just move there. So that's exactly what I done. And I was thinking and hoping and praying, okay, I moved here. That's going to show something to the judge. You know, I've been going to court. But you know what? It didn't do anything. I see my grandchildren once by a court order. Then after that, it was cut off. They said it was cut off, according to Tara Bone, which she gave me a phone call. Well, your visitations have been stopped. She didn't give me anything in writing. And of course, going through a situation like this, you want everything in writing. Because without proof, you do not have a leg to stand on. And you need everything in writing. So anyway, once I moved to Oklahoma and I, had that one court visit, which was February 16, 2010, that was the last. And then shortly after that, I was excluded from any further court proceedings. I remember court was February the 9th of 2011. And I remember that date. I remember that date real good. Now, mind you, they don't give me any documentation, no type of paperwork, because they say I'm not a part of the case. Well, I'm the children's grandmother. How come I am not a part of the case? Anyway, so February the 9th, I didn't show up in court, but I called, and then I come to find out that court was moved up by a date, February the 8th. My attorney, he didn't call me a day before or as soon as he got notice that the court date was going to be February the 8th. So to make a long story short, I didn't show, and they further excluded me from any other court hearings, for my grandchildren. Now, I'm the only one of family that's out there in Oklahoma. And they refuse to let me know any court dates. Also, refuse me any type of affiliation with the case or for me to see my grandchildren. I continuously write them, but that's it, and I'm not even sure if they received the letters. Okay. And on the side of me is a billboard with my grandchildren. All I have is pictures. And I'm so frustrated because I really just can't believe this is happening. It's reality. It is. But our country, and the people that's running the country, these folks with these jobs, and they have not a clue. This family court judge, Judge Richard W. Kirby, I've never seen someone so despicable and so full of hate. It's baffling. It's just awful. It's awful. Like I've said, I came forward as a grandmother to do everything that I'm supposed to do. Okay? Oklahoma refused to do a home study. And I requested in court, and Judge Kirby denied me a home study so I could pass to get my grandchildren out of foster care. I mean, look at here. I'm their grandmother. I want to be in their lives. I want my grandchildren to be home with me, with the family. Okay? They have heritage here. We love these kids, and no one loved these kids more than I do. And I'm standing up. I'm standing up for my grandchildren. And my grandchildren, they mean the world to me. I love them dearly. But what Oklahoma has done to my grandchildren and our family, no, we can't get those days back. They stole so much from us. And I want my grandchildren home. I want my grandchildren home. This is not right. I mean, they want fitted family members. Okay? Then they need to give me my grandchildren. I am an Army veteran. I was in the United States Army. I get more than enough income. I got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage home, over 2,500 square feet. I mean, I am very responsible. I'm reliable. I'm not a felon, which, by the way, let me tell you, Oklahoma, and this is in writing, Oklahoma says I have a food stamp felony from back in 1980. Now, mind you, I'm just a young girl back then, and by the way, it wasn't a felony. Right after that, I went into the United States Army. You can't have a felon You cannot have a felony and go into the United States Army. You can't be a felon and be a registered voter. Come on, people. Oklahoma has done so much dirt. They are just wallowing around in it. And what they've done to me and my grandchildren is horrible. It's unprofessional. This case has not been handled with integrity and professionalism. That it hasn't been done at all. The Oklahoma family court system has failed my grandchildren, has failed this family. Oklahoma DHS states their mission are to strengthen families. This, what they're doing to me and my grandchildren, our family, is definitely not strengthening families. They have my grandchildren on the Oklahoma adoption website and the national adoption website, waiting to be claimed so they can be adopted. May 4th, 2012, a Friday. I nearly lost it. Well, tell you the truth, I did lose it. When I see my grandchildren, their face posted, their photo posted, yeah, that was horrible. You know, this is the worst pain I've ever felt ever in my life. Knowing that you are qualified and you love your grandchildren and you want them home, and then the system tells you you're not good enough, but yet they got so many deaths placing them children with people whom they just giving them to that really do not care. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. But I'm here to say I am that grandmother. My grandchildren, they will know that I didn't give up on them, I didn't turn my back on them, and that I love them with every ounce of blood that's flowing through my body, going through my veins. I thank the Lord for giving me and letting me be a mother and a grandmother. And I'm just so thankful to be able to wear those titles. And when you wearing those titles and you wear them proudly, oh, it's full of responsibility. You got your work cut out for you, no matter what. But I'm so thankful because I have went to bat for my grandchildren. And Oklahoma DHS and the Oklahoma family court system, yes, they have screwed up really bad. The system is broken. The system is definitely broken. You know, what have happened to my family is a tragedy. And no matter what happens, my grandchildren are loved, wanted, and missed. They have family that love them. You know, the only problem with this system here in the state of Oklahoma, the fact that I voice my opinions, excuse me, I voice my opinions, and I want to stand up for myself and my family. My children, my grandchildren, I love them and I miss them so much. And I would love to see my grandsons. I want my grandchildren home. Oklahoma has denied me my grandchildren. They denied my petition to adopt them. They had denied and ignored my Nevada guardianship. They have denied and ignored my Oklahoma guardianship. They refused to give me a home study. All the police certificates and everything, I've done that. I took care of all that. You know, no one would even come to my home except for, I will say, an Oklahoma CASA volunteer worker. I believe her name is Susan Brown. She came out to my home. She went upstairs, downstairs, refrigerator, washing machine, dryer, and everything. And she did state my house was one of the best homes that she has seen. And she knows for a fact that DHS has placed children in homes that didn't nearly come as up to par and standards according to her. And she told me that. And I know hearsay don't stand up in court. And so with nothing in writing, there's no proof. Oklahoma done me wrong. Oklahoma done my grandchildren wrong. They failed us. They failed my grandchildren. You know. And like I said, the worst thing, to see my grandchildren on the adoption website. Melvin, Michael, Mizell, Tariq, and Eric. You know, they had my grandchildren up there in their bio description stating that these children, they didn't have no other siblings. That's incorrect because it's a total of 6 of those children. Okay? And this is wrong. And I brought it to the social worker's attention. Why do you have my grandsons under their description listing that there aren't any other siblings? You know what she told me? She told me, well, we had a board meeting about that, and it was in the best interest so they could get adopted out. You know, my grandchildren, they don't need to be adopted out. I am here waiting. I want my grandsons. I want my grandsons. They know me. They know their grandmother. You know, it's a terrible thing. Yeah, they ended up in the foster care system. I was hot about that. But at the same time, I came forward to get them. You know, and the system back there in Oklahoma is very, how can I put it? Like, okay, modern day slavery, you know, and I'm not prejudiced whatsoever, but that's the way it strikes me because I'm a black woman, very strong woman, and I came forward for my black grandchildren. I just want my grandchildren. I want to hug them. I want to love them. I want them to know their heritage. I want them to know that I didn't turn my back on them. No matter what happened, I didn't turn my back on them. And I want them. I want to raise them and be of guidance to them and send them to college so they can get a good education. This here that's taking place, my God, this is awful. This is a tragedy. You know, you would think that the system would want the grandparents to get the grandchildren. I mean, this is horrible. This is horrible. I don't understand it. But my grandchildren, I love them so much. And I want to make sure that I put it out there. So one day, when they go to searching, I'm hoping to get my grandchildren, and I'm praying. But I definitely want my grandchildren to know what Oklahoma has done. And the reason why they're not home yet is because of the system is broken. And because of how the government down there in the state of Oklahoma, how they have operated and what they've done to me and my grandsons. our family. You know, this is wrong. This is totally wrong. I I just wanted to put this here out there and let everyone know what's going on, what Oklahoma has done to this family. And before I get off of here, you know, I'm just asking everyone to pray for all the children that's in foster care, not just mine, but pray that these children have some type of peace, either find their way back home. Hopefully these adults that's in these positions, that they have a heart or do what's right, because so many children have suffered in depth. They have suffered so much. And I know my grandchildren have suffered. So I'm asking everyone to please remember my grandchildren and my family in your prayers, please. And to remember all the other children that's placed in foster care that have loved ones that want them and the system refused to give them back to them. These children are being adopted out. And I'm just praying. And I'm asking you all to pray as well. It's painful. And the government needs to change the system, because our children are being hurt beyond belief. They are damaged. They are traumatized in there. They're put on medication, because my grandchildren, they are on medication. They have been labeled. I mean, they have been stripped of their family. And they have just been in the system, bouncing around, shuffle around. You know, it's not right. It's not right at all. Well, thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Your prayers are much appreciated. And I thank you. And please remember me and my family. Please help anyone that may be of need, no matter how small, no matter how little. But when the system get hold of your children and your grandchildren, it takes time to get them back. And for me, I can tell you, it's been a very long 6 years and 2.5 months. Very long. It's not easy, folks. It's not easy. I'm a grandmother. My family was stripped from me. My grandchildren. I wear a title. I love my grandchildren. But I haven't seen them within the last 2 years. And they've been in the system for the last 6 years. It's not easy, folks. Lord have mercy. Pray for me and my family. My grandsons. They're up in age. They going to school. All I have is pictures. And the last picture I have was the picture that I took off the website of the adoption website. That hurt. That hurt so bad. My grandsons, they don't deserve this. They really don't deserve this. I love them so much. And they got family that loves them. And no one loves them no more than I do. Melvin, Michael, Mizell, Tariq, and Eric, my precious grandchildren. Keep them in your prayers, please. I'm their grandmother, and I love them. I miss them so much. And this is in regards to case number JD-06-180, K number 203-47104. The judge, Associate District Judge Richard W. Kirby. The DA, Assistant DA Jane Brown. The Public Defender for the Children, Ryan Hauser. The initial caseworker is Tara Jane Bone. The mother of the children, Jamara May. She's my daughter, my only daughter, and my firstborn. Please, keep us in your prayers. I've done everything I can do to get my grandchildren home. I came forward. Judge denied each and everything that I tried to do, that I done. And it wasn't right. It wasn't right at all. I have a home. I have income. I have more space. I have what I need to provide and take care and nurture my grandchildren. I love my grandchildren. This is wrong. The system is broken. Oklahoma wouldn't even give me a home study. I'm not a felon. I've never been to prison. This is wrong. I love my family. And I'm that grandmother. And this will not be swept under the rug. Oklahoma has done an injustice with this case here. They treated my grandchildren wrong. They've treated me wrong. And I went and sought help. I went to the Oklahoma State Capitol. I talked to senators, representatives, went to the governor's office. I've been doing everything. I have proof of everything that I'm telling you. Oklahoma foster care system is the worst. Please pray for me and my family. My precious grandchildren. And I've seen their photos posted on the website. That's the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with that I've seen. This is the most pain ever in my life. My grandchildren, when this here started, I was 42 years old, just a month away from my 43rd birthday. I'm 49 now, and I have been fighting this whole time for my grandchildren. And I want to continue to put this here out there. I just want to help people to wake them up. Don't let your children get taken. No matter where you are, foster care period is not the place for your children. And us grandparents, we love our grandchildren. This is not right. America, this nation, this country, they take our children, and we live in America, and this is wrong. These people make a living taking these children, not having a good enough reason to place the children in foster care, and then give you hell to get them back. And then they tell me, you're not a part of the case. I'm these children's biological grandmother. Why not am I a part of the case? Okay? If the parents ain't doing right, it's the grandparents to step up. Am I right? Am I wrong? Anyway, folks, thank you. And keep us in your prayers. God bless you. Have a good evening. My name is Farina Thompson, grandmother grieving over the loss of my grandchildren to the system, and I'm still fighting, and I'm still putting this here out there because my grandchildren, they know, and they will know when they go to searching, no matter what, that their grandmother didn't give up on them. Please pray for me and my family. Thank you. Thank you.